if they would like. And so all of these are streamed live to YouTube so the public can view. The last thing I need to do is just read into the record read through our hearing script. Basically just covers the procedure for the hearing. And then we'll jump right into testimony from you, Mr. Haley. So this is the September 22nd, 2021 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the zoning hearing examiner for the city of Cincinnati, and I'll preside over this hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20210129. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. The hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. If there is anyone from the public that would like to speak in regards to this application, they'll have an opportunity after the applicant has given or presented its case. I'll also give our zoning plans examiner, Walt Mueller, an opportunity to provide any testimony in addition to his staff report. After the public has had an opportunity to speak, in the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to an application, the applicant will have an opportunity to rebut or respond to those arguments in opposition. And then finally, the applicant will have an opportunity to make a closing statement. So for our purposes here today, Mr. Haley, I'll give you an opportunity to tell me about the project, why you think it's appropriate, why I should grant these conditional uses. If the people that are with you there from the public would like an opportunity to add some input, I'll give them a chance to do that at that point. I'll then give Walt an opportunity to make any statements. If I have any questions, I'll ask them of you or of the neighbors or of Walt, and then give you an opportunity to make any closing statements or any closing remarks, and then we'll close the hearing. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. I may also refuse to consider hearsay testimony or documents. That's generally evidence you want to introduce that consists of statements made by someone who's not present at this hearing. In the event of any technical difficulties or unforeseen circumstances with the video conferencing technology, we'll do our best to troubleshoot any technical defects on the fly, but to the extent there's something that we can't fix or cure, I may continue or postpone this hearing at my discretion. Okay, I think that's it. So the last thing I need to do is just swear in all of the witnesses. So this is anyone who intends on providing any testimony, asking any questions, making any comments, really doing anything other than just strictly observing. And if the people that are with you aren't sure yet if they're going to testify, I can swear them in when that time comes. But anyone that knows they're going to testify, I need them to be sworn now. So if those people could raise their right hand.
You need to see them in the screen here with me?
Yeah, yes, I do. I just need to be able to see them. Hi there.
Come over a little bit more.
Hi, welcome. If everyone could just raise their right hand, I need everyone to answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, everyone. All right. Okay, Mr. Haley, the floor is yours.
So the project that we are proposing is roughly a 22 foot by 74 foot outdoor patio that will be built on our property, which we own. It'll be a covered patio with pony walls surrounding it all. The use of this will be for us to have a place that is used for 4 seasons. We will have a portable heater in there to use in the winter and in colder days. We have a deck right now that we use, but it can't be used when it's rainy or snowy or cold outside. So with the start of this pandemic, we had been thinking about how we could use our property and property lines and buildings to try to get more social distancing and spacing for our customers. And this is the result of that thinking.
Okay. Anything else right now?
Would you like my neighbors to talk a little bit, or will you have questions for them? Or
sure, if they have anything they would like to tell me, yeah, I'm happy to hear from them. Okay. Or if they just want to wait for questions, up to them.
I'll let them. They can talk real quick.
Hi,
Hi, good morning.
good morning. My name is Tangi Smith, and I think the addition will be great. It's a nice place. No complaints, no problems.
And Ms. Smith, where exactly are you located in relation to Dana Gardens?
I am 3 blocks away,
Okay.
and I actually work across the street. And I'm a longtime Evanston resident.
Okay. All right. Is there an existing deck or patio for Dana Gardens?
Yes,
And have there ever been complaints either where you work or from neighbors about noise or anything like that?
no, if anything, that it's cold out there because there's not a shielded off place for us to go out there.
Okay. All right, great. Anything else you'd like to tell me?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your testimony.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How we doing?
Hi, good morning. Mr. Alexander, correct?
Yes, correct.
What would you like to tell me?
Well, Dana Gardens is more than just a good business. It's been a good neighbor for at least 63 years that I know of. And I've never heard any rumors of any complaints since I've been here. And really now with the pandemic, if you get more than 20 people in the bar, space becomes a premium, so to have that extension would be very beneficial.
Okay. I don't think I have any questions. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Alexander?
No, I'm that's about all I wanted to say.
Okay. And I'm sorry, you do live across the street, you said?
Yes, I live directly across the street, less than 50 yards.
Okay, great. Well, thank you again for your time and your testimony
All right.
today.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for your time. Enjoy your day.
Thanks, you too. Okay, Walt?
Yeah, just reiterate what they said, going through our records here, I don't show any complaints, noise or otherwise for that property, going back several years. I did notice on the overhead, and it was one of my assumptions when I was going through this, but I can't verify if they applied for the temporary outdoor seating. They did expand that area somewhere around August of 2020, and there's 10 tables out there. Is that correct?
Yes, there are 10 tables in the parking lot, correct?
Okay, so they actually were using it out there without any cover on it, and we have not received any complaints whatsoever on it. That's one of the reasons why we're in support of this. Along with that, the location, parking lot on one side, a large building to the east, and then in the rear is the railroad tracks and crossing back in there. So
Yeah, it's actually the Wasson Way Trail right now.
it's going to be, the Wasson Way Trail is there.
So it's going to actually, we have customers that come and use that all the time. And as we've been telling them that it'll be covered, they're excited about that as well.
Right. Yeah, I can see a little path beat through here where your fence was back there in the corner. So that would be good. The only thing I would like to advise the applicant, his application doesn't state anything about enclosing that at the winter time and heating it. So the building plan review would need to know that. So they can finish that review. Other than that, we're in support of this and feel like it's a good project. And because of COVID, we have to take a new, fresh look at these outdoor seating areas and work with that. Seems like that's where people want to sit even when they don't have to. So, that's all I have, David.
Thanks, Walt. So will this patio be going exactly where the temporary seating is now with those 10 tables?
Yeah, yes, so I don't know what picture you're looking at, but there is a shed that we have in the parking lot right now. That shed will sit inside the closure. And then
try to share.
okay. Yeah, okay, so that picture that you have right now is a little old. So the tree that you see right there, that has been taken out. Okay, so that's the most updated. Well, that was one we used in the winter to have it covered. But you see that gray top right there? That is a shed. So that will be, yes, exactly. That'll be inside the enclosure. And then on the back side where you see there was a propane tank, that is as far as the enclosure will be going. So it'll be from there all the way back to where the deck starts/ends.
Got it. Well, can you go up a little bit?
Yeah, see, there's the fencing there, and then there's the Wasson Way Trail even behind that.
Got it.
So in this blue
Okay.
line shows where you're talking.
Got it. Okay. And prior to this seating out here, it was a parking lot or just used for parking?
It's just used for parking. Exactly right.
Okay.
So we
how
figure that we're losing about 9 parking spots.
okay. And this was just the converted after the pandemic?
Correct.
Okay, got it. All right. Any potential adverse impacts? I asked the neighbors about potential sound, things like that. Do you anticipate any adverse impacts for neighbors or surrounding property owners?
I don't at all, because the property directly, I guess we'll say west of us, is just a parking lot that we actually rent right there. And then even west of that is a auto repair shop and a Metro scooter. So they're closed by 5:30. So that doesn't affect them one bit. And then my neighbor to the east, he manufactures engines and stuff like that in there. And he's done by 6 o'clock as well.
Got it. Okay. I noticed in the staff report that there's a recommended condition to approval regarding decibel levels and sound. Have you had a chance to review that at all?
I have not, no.
Okay.
But there won't be any speakers or anything like that inside of the covered patio.
Okay. Will there be any entertainment at all in terms of?
We don't know as 100% as of right now. I'm assuming that we might put TVs out there, but we're hesitant of it because of theft, because the patio won't be locked. So we haven't decided 100% on TVs or not yet.
What about live music?
No, we do not have any live music here at all.
Okay. All right.
So David, I do have that up for him if he wants to look at it.
Yeah, can you see that, Mr. Haley?
Oh, okay. 7A to 7P. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that we don't have a problem with that.
Okay. All right. I think that's all the questions I have, Mr. Haley. Anything else you'd like to say in closing or otherwise before we adjourn here today?
No, just that we're excited about the potential of having this building here to help the neighborhood and the Wasson Way participants and Xavier University help social distance when they're out having a good time.
Okay, great. Well, we'll leave it at that. I've had a chance to review the application before this, and based on the testimony I've heard today, I'm going to approve this.
Okay.
And so I think it's a great addition, particularly with the Wasson Way Trail. I'm a little biased. I'm a biker, and so I love adding amenities to those trails. I think it's a great idea and a good project. So What I just need to write up the official decision and get that
Okay.
done. That's oftentimes can take me longer than anything else. Is actually writing up those decisions, and so I'll get that out to you as soon as I can. And feel free to reach out if you want a status update on that decision. You can.
Okay.
My email's on the screen, but you can email me if you want a status update. I know that you guys are probably trying to get in some outdoor time before it gets too cold, so I'll get that out to you as soon as I can.
That sounds great. Yeah,
and then-
we've already submitted the building permits, so that's under review right now as well. So we're moving along. Well, the building permits were obviously contingent upon zoning approval, so we're just ready and excited to get this project started.
Great. Okay. Well, is there anything else they can do to expedite on the permit end?
The only thing I would do is if they are intending to enclose that in the wintertime, to get that revision in as soon as possible.
Here's a question. When we say enclose it, all it will be is just like roll down sheeting.
Yeah, that has to be reviewed. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We will get that in.
All right. Sounds great.
Thank you.
Any other questions now, Mr. Haley?
I'm all set. Thank you very much.
All right. I'll send this out via email as soon as the decision is complete.
All righty. Thank you very much. Appreciate your guys' time today.
Yep. Have a